Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Griftlands, where today we are fulfilling requests. Somebody said, hey, what if you played Sal as not a bloodthirsty psychopath? What if you didn't kill every person you meet? What if, occasionally, you were polite to people? And we're gonna give it a shot. I don't know, that doesn't sound like a real thing to me. I don't know if there are buttons for that in this video game, but we are going to give it our level best. It's very hard for me, I don't know, I look at Sal and I see murder. But yeah, we'll try some like green strategies with Sal. We'll be way less aggressive. I gotta say, I do not like the super muted blue color, like blue-gray color palette on every alternate outfit. I don't know why they did that. Klei's visual design is usually like one of the best things about their games, but it's very hard for me to give up that little splash of red there. All right, perks. So we need one more tier 4 perk to unlock the final tier, so that's cool. Gain a maximum resolve whenever a person loves you. You know what? This is the build, this is the run we're doing today. So what has this gotten us? Graft drafts have an additional option. Yo, that seems excellent. Once per day, you can hire someone who loves you to help you on a quest. When you would die, instead heal to 20 health. And whenever you kill an enemy, increase the panic of all of their allies. Okay, some of these are cool. Let's definitely run this. And then, like, what are the other things? We have not actually won with animal handling. I don't know if that's the right thing to do for Sal's run. Additional items, more resolve. We probably don't need another source of additional resolve. So, like, what else is there that we have unlocked? Eating is more effective. You know, honestly, battles are just more difficult, right? Sometimes you need a little bit of help. Also, we actually had multiple battles last game where stamina 2 would have been meaningful. We got fatigued quite a bit. I'm gonna swap in fatigue here. And then what else? What else? Maybe let's try the animal handling thing. Oops, I meant to swap this in. Okay. None of these are things we have won with. Right? Why are some of them filled in and some of them not? Are the ones that aren't filled in the ones we've never tried? Because we've only won with the ones that have the stuff around the corners, right? I don't know. Weird. So we have to keep completing grifts in order to unlock more points for that, right? So we have to beat Joel, who don't have any idea who that is. Complete more daily challenges, and aside from that, just like play the game more. Okay, fair enough. Well, I think let's try it like this, and we'll aim a little bit more green or something. I'm not going to turn on any modifiers, any mutators just yet.
Never been one to back down from a challenge. You enter the Grogendog, shrugging off the weird sense of deja vu that hits you.
Get it? Because we played the game before.
Find your old friend Fish, who might have a lead on where to find Cascio.
All right, we know the basics of this, so I'm going to click through this real quick while I take a drink. Okay, thank you for your patience. It turns out I'm very thirsty, but I did not realize until after I started playing. So these are the Cascio, and yeah. All right, well, I mean, it's got to be draft some cards, right? We think we're going to be negotiation heavier, but you do still have to be able to win engagements. We've seen in the past, though, that if you can't win your negotiations, that starts you on the slow slide to having to fight too much, and then you end up dying that way anyway. So yeah, let's start with a book of Kradeshi poems. And they are only going to show me green cards, so we are all the way in on this strategy, I guess. When this card is drawn, deal 1 to a random opponent and gain 1 influence. I mean, I do want to have sources of influence. Yeah, let's open with a solid point. I think that's fine. And then I guess we'll take the plead. That's fine. And then we just get some work. Who needs to be negotiated with is my question. Battle for shills. Upgrade a card. Battle and negotiation and get a Grizzly trophy. At the end of 3 turns, deal 8 damage to all opponent arguments. Okay, so it's a negotiation card, and it doesn't have limited uses despite being an item. There are very few items that you use in negotiations. You know, honestly, it's not a bad card. But maybe we'd be better off just taking an upgrade. The thing is, you don't really want to have to be in a negotiation for 3 turns, right? Yeah, let's go this way. A mysterious figure approaches you. A chemist of some kind. You look like you could use an edge. I've got 2 already, friend. On account of that's the number of knives that I possess. I don't Oh, you're referring to your blades. Well, I'm referring to specially imported battle goods from the Roalock. This is a nice conversational parry he has executed here. Are you interested? I might be. That's possible. At the end of your turn, take 2 damage and increase the damage of this card by 3. Okay, so you could just hold it and sort of charge it up. I mean, it seems pretty good. 6 damage on all enemies for a single action. And it's only 20 shills? This feels suspicious. That's suspiciously cheap, actually. What's the deal? You may take the deal or leave it. My reasons are my own. All right, I choose to get involved with whatever your weird subplot is. You can never have enough grenades. That's what I've always said. You approach the meager bandit camp. Stoke doesn't look too concerned as you approach. Not everyone is defined by their headwear, but Stoke keeps things tightly knit. Okay, I get it. I see. You need something? Yeah, actually. I have a special package on order at the Slurping Snail. The only problem is I'm banned from the premises. You pick it up and bring it back for me, and we'll call it a job done. Okay. Weird, but all right. I wonder what he did. Spend 2 influence to gain 2 actions. Okay, so we're doing a thing where we're going deep on influence production, and then we're turning that influence into more card playing. Now here's the cash I owe for the package. This ain't your pay. Bring me back what's mine, and there'll be more than this waiting for you. Understood? Yeah, sure, no problem. I do like that we're still encountering new characters. Like, we've definitely not seen this dude before. Well, this seems like it should be straightforward, right? Okay, look who it is. Well, we don't have enough. I was looking around to see, like, is there somebody we should get drinks with? Maybe we should, like, weight this in our favor, but I guess we didn't really have the shills for that anyway. A good bartender knows how to mix a drink. The better bartenders know how to fix a fight. Urkro does both. He's some kind of legend around this place. Here's the thing. I'm going to need this. I'm here to pick up a package. You know anything about that? All I got here is a package for Stoke, and he's not getting it till he pays off his tab. His tab. Yep, I let Stoke run it up long enough. Now it's 100 shills deep. Yeesh. Well, I'm certainly not paying it off. All right, let's get ourselves a little discount. I'm not going to try to kill this guy in his own bar. That is the opposite of what we are doing today. Oh, I just want to buy it for myself, actually. That sounds suspicious. How do I know you aren't just picking it up for Stoke? Yeah, okay, it's a good question. It's a fair question. 2 composure whenever I play purple. Well, this might be a turn where we don't get a lot done. I'm still gonna... Okay, you know, putting up some vulnerability is probably a good idea. We'll do this, and that'll gain me some influence. And influence sticks around, right? It's only the red one. It ticks down over time. And then I guess we'll just play a card to get some experience on it. Hooray! Wait, why did that do 4 damage? Shouldn't have been... Oh, right, vulnerability. I just played the vulnerability thing, and yet somehow I already forgot about it. All right, so that's just going to do damage to me. We do, in fact, have the ability to buy time. This has not worked out the way I was hoping in terms of the stuff we would draw. We have the ability to buy time and absolutely no reason to do so. Well, I would love to kill this, but I actually can't. So I guess we just... I mean, I start up on it, and then... Do I play buying time just to accumulate experience on it? I kind of want to. I'm going to. And then I just cover my face. This is going well so far. Man, the starter deck is not good against people who have this core argument. It's very inconvenient. So we're getting hit for 5 here? I need damage really badly. I guess I take this. Okay, we're doing something. I don't really need that. Please don't do minimum damage, is what I was about to say. Well, you know, he's not making a lot of headway either, I guess. So... do I play Attitude? I guess I play Attitude here. Because we're not going to... the action card has Expend, right? We're not going to get that again. We don't need a big stack of influence. And more than one influence doesn't actually do anything. So we'll just strip that, and then we'll put up the big Threaten. Ugh. You know, I needed the damage on that to be better for it to be worth me taking this punch in the face. Okay, well this is something at least. I really do want to level up Sal's instincts, even though it's not very good here. Am I just going to take Chaser? We're not down by 10. We're down by 7. I'm going to save Chaser for next turn, potentially. But at least this way we get to carry some influence. Alright, solid point. Maybe not the most relevant place for you to have gone. Yeah, so at this point... a little bit of restoration, and then we're probably not doing any more damage this turn, honestly. And I'm debating whether I even want to play Quick Thinking or just double deflect. Our next draw is going to be really bad. Alright, well, I guess I do that, and then... Yep, it's pretty bad. And of course, minimum damage. You know, at the very least, we are getting a lot of XP. Okay, there's fatigue. It has finally set in. Yeah, we did pick up a lot of experience for our deck in that negotiation. Good Impression loses 1 damage each time you end your turn. That's a cute idea for a card. Apply 2 Composure to a random argument, increased by 1 for each... I'm going to take Good Impression. Yeah, most of the time this is going to remain pretty strong, I think. Look, all I know is you've been stiffed, and I have the shills to dress the wound. Yeah, fair enough. At least I'm not stuck holding the bag. That's right, because you are selling me the bag. That went okay, I guess. Here you go, 1 package delivered. Wow, really? You're a lifesaver. Here's your bonus, as promised. How much bonus? What are we talking about bonus? Show me, okay, but show me the dollars. Okay, I had to click 60. That's barely even money. What does the word bonus mean where you come from? Let's go ahead. You know what? I'm just going to hit the upgrade button on buying time. So do we want it to be... I probably, in the long term, I want it to be boosted time. I could give you 100 shells to do +4 damage once per battle. That doesn't seem like a good use of my money, honestly. It's nice to make friends and everything, but... Ooh. Special difficult quest. Do we want to meditate or cover ourselves in Lumen? I guess let's go to the meditation spot. So I believe that I want to meditate on the nature of meditation. And then I think we're going to get in a fight on our next quest. So it'll help restore some of the resolve that we've lost here. Because I sure would love an early graft. That gives us remove a card. That gives us just a little bit more money. Yeah, none of that stuff is quite as good as a graft, probably. You'll get a cut of the loot if you both survive. All right, I'm gonna give it a shot here. Well, maybe I'm gonna get waylaid. One of the downsides of Murder Bay, you can't see 2 feet off the road. Something rustles in the greenery. Wild animals. Man, I don't want to get in a fight on my way to a fight. Well, let's give him the bile grenade, I guess. And then also a stabbing right in his face parts. Okay, so then I take 5,000 damage. Fun. Yeah, that sucks. There's not really anything I can do about it. I feel like I want to put up the damage. Let's just be sure here. Let's be sure we can actually get the job done. But that was a huge amount of damage that I had no way of doing anything about. I don't actually want to play Trip. Just want to make sure I get both of these attacks off. Just jump out of the bog and bite me for 14 damage. What a jerk. All right. You know, Leech is compelling. We haven't really done a bleed-heavy strategy, have we? Well, let's give it a shot. In the silence after the battle, you hear a pathetic yowl just beyond the tree line. Investigation reveals a mewling yoked pup, young enough to still need tending. It looks up at you with big, wide eyes. Does it, though? Might still be able to imprint on you, or it might be too wild to bother. I mean, let's try. Let's try to be friends with all of the creatures of this world. You're a yote mom now. Hooray. Welcome aboard Zimbot. That's a hell of a thing to name a pet on purpose. Well, I'm a little worried about Zimbot getting into some trouble here. When push comes to shove, Tick pushes and shoves. And punches. Maybe even bites. You don't got a refill, do you? I'm empty. No, I actually was here about the job. Tick gives you a quick once-over, clearly running the numbers in her mind. You must have passed some test, because she leans in close. There's a golden ambush spot out round that new trade route the Admiralty opened. Only now, with the auction coming up, they're too preoccupied to keep it nice and safe. A couple of opportunistic folks could really make a killing. I get that, I get it. Like a literal killing. Sound like your kind of thing? I guess so. I do love quest rewards. So, if this is discarded, get you Blade Flash, improvise a card from your draw pile. Okay, so this is very much a style agnostic card. This is like, we'll figure out what we're doing later. I'm into it. Get your stuff in order and meet me up there. And don't keep me waiting. I'm not too patient. Okay. We could drink. Feels counterproductive. And you know, if we end up using it to duplicate Leech and just get extra healing off of it, that seems fine. You find the crossroads the Tick told you about. There you are. Ready for some action? Yeah, I guess so. What's the plan here? You're gonna skulk around those bushes. Stay out of sight, but keep an eye on the road. When something juicy comes past, you go flag him down. I'll come around from behind and we'll get the drop on him. Now, let's get to business. You and Tick get into position, squatting glamorously in the mud. Before long, you spot a small contingent of Jakes, their wagons, fat with cargo. Well, I mean, wagons are fat with cargo. That seems like a good one. Minfen will not like that I robbed him. I'm sure the idea here is we just let people pass until, like, the really, really big payoff shows up, but I am a little worried that if we try something like that, we may end up just dying here. And especially we have, like, an untrained, unarmored pet. I think let's just jump them. It says their wagons are fat with cargo. We don't have any kindness for strangers met on the road. You just move along. Yeah, I'm afraid that's not how this is going to be going. Okay, so, bile grenade. Also, does everybody have to just hit me right away? My team doesn't attack on the first turn. It feels very unfair to attack on the first turn. Okay, so they both... Well, we're going to take the 2 points of wound no matter what we do. We don't have enough defense for all of it, so I guess I just really lay it on you. We'll get through the other guy faster. Yeah. And then they're trying to harm my yote. How dare they? I'm going to fully defend my yote, actually. And then I guess I'm just going to cause a little bit of bleed. We could have done bleed into leech here. I'm not in a huge hurry to get it done. And I guess if you're going to focus on him, we will join you. Yep, the AI seems fully devoted to taking on that dude. So I think what I'm going to do is just stack a bunch of bleed. So half of the stacks come off every turn, right? So that's a fair amount of damage already right there. Oh, especially if she's going to apply more. That's a real shame. We had better than even odds of drawing our thing here. Well, let's apply some defense to our poor pet, and then just hit this guy in the face a bunch of times. Oh, right. I totally forgot about the fact that that guy had evasion on him. Well, it looks like they're going to make sure the job gets done. So I guess we'll just throw some wound up on you. Do I just take this as a heal 2? I'm a little worried that if I don't take it as a heal 2 now, I'm never going to get any value out of it, so I guess so. And then, you know, stabbing. Just want to make sure we actually play it before the combat ends. Yeah, you gotta hate a turn where you only draw 2 attack cards. Okay, so this is over. Let's play the stuff we want to get XP on. Alright, we are accepting surrenders. Ooh, just barely. You know, sometimes people bleed to death. It happens. I cannot be held responsible for your weird, what do you call it? Circulatory system. I don't think we're doing this game. Let's just take Lucid Strike, which is like a not very fun but fine card. Apply 4 defense. If this card was improvised, also gain an evasion. You know, we do already have one way of improvising things out of our deck. Wait, does that thing say improvise an attack? No, it just says a card. Let's take it. It's a neat idea. The dust settles and Tick tallies up the loot. Well, that went all right. I'd say we get about 100 shills each if we call it now. What do you think? Quit while we're ahead? Oh no, we can keep doing it? Yeah, let's keep doing it. Hide in the bushes and wait for another mark. I think we could take another couple. I'm feeling lucky and also greedy. Ha, you and me both, friend. Let's get back to it then. You resume your watch. A group of laborers is walking hurriedly toward your ambush point. They probably don't even have anything. I'm not gonna... I see no point in those targets. Yeah, probably wouldn't have had much money anyway. Thank you, Tick. A Hesh cultist approaches, pockets laden with tithe money. Boy, the game does not make it hard to tell who has cash, huh? That's tougher. We could probably handle it. Out of the way. We are attending to Hesh's business. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see about that. I sure am not making a lot of friends here in the early going of this run. Well, that's pretty disappointing. I'm not even going to play the throw dust. We'll just like create it and then... So, panic meters increased by 1 upon this fighter's death. Same deal there, and you just have a power. Well, it feels like we should probably start focusing on you. You cannot fight against nothingness, they tell me. Well, I say, watch me. Boy, they sure do not like my pet very much. Alright, I think we're probably taking the pretty bad leech because we're going to be through with this guy real soon. I do wish we could get a little bit more target focus here, though. Okay. Hesh sees what you are doing. Yeah, I'm not really that concerned about Hesh, honestly. And then also I throw dust in your face. Take that. Alright, just rob everybody but let them live. Sure that this cannot possibly have any kind of long-term consequences. Whenever this card is improvised, it gains 2 damage until the end of combat. I mean, we're kinda leaning into a thing. I would like to see some more sources of improvise, but we might have a linear going here. Okay, 180 shills each if we call it right now. The thing is, I feel like we can keep going. We're both in pretty good shape still, and I'm getting a lot of combat XP, actually. Yeah, let's stay at it. An Admiralty patrol appears on the path. Uh-oh. You there, get out of the bushes. You're the one that's been causing trouble around here. I'm bringing you in. I think you're mistaken, sir. It feels to me like you are mistaken. So there's some metal to be had here. Sadly, no sources of influence. But we can get some vulnerability going. Alright, also fully maximum damage. That's pretty cool. Okay, that's gotta go. So let's get me some influence. Unfortunately, we are still going to get extremely blown up here. That's, like, really bad. We plead, and then do we even bother deflecting? So what am I going to lose right now? you're going to deal 1 damage to this, then I'm going to take 4, then the other 5 of that is going to overflow onto me, so I'm going to end up at 14. Considering that threaten was almost certain to do a single point of damage, this is probably worth it. Okay, interesting. Again, we don't really have the ability to make use of all of the boosted time stuff because we just don't draw enough cards. Yep. 1 damage. I know how this goes. Jeez. Your deck is so bad in the early game. Well, do I want to do the 2 composure thing and just hope? Yeah, I think so. Okay, cool. Good impression is still 3 damage. That's something. Sadly, we cannot save our influence. But I can at least take 0 overflow damage. Okay, his damage is getting higher and higher. Things are getting grim, and I am not getting the cards I need. Let's fluster you. I mean, I guess the core problem here is that we do not possess the cards that we need, right? I guess without any influence, it is better to play the threaten. We are not trading successfully. Well, I forgot to draw any good cards. That's on me. Foolish mistakes. And then, yeah, I guess we just, like, exactly absorb all that. No sense in playing boosted time, so. Alright, I need 10 damage, and I need it so badly, and there's no way to generate 10 damage at this point in the game. So I'm dead. Yeah. Right now, we're guaranteed dead. Now I'm only probably dead. And then we play this, and then we just have to get 8 damage next turn, and also you have to minimum roll. Okay. The possibility of 8 damage exists here. This could do it. Come on. All right, well, I lose. Actually, I guess it's still possible. Yep, okay. What was expected damage on that hand? It was 2 1-3s, a 0-3, and a 1-4. So we would have expected to see 8, actually. Yeah, we just hit tremendously below expected damage. I'll pass that one on when I'm telling the story of how I killed you. All right. I tried. Your deck starts so bad. It's very hard to deal with. All right, so we're not going to be able to do anything meaningful to the Vrock. But the Vrock will... The Vrock's not a major problem. Should I try to bring it down quickly? 27 It's not actually that different even, like the amount of damage that we need to do, so we'll just throw some defense up on you. Alright, y'all might be a little hyper-focused there. Okay, I probably do want to apply some defense here. Here, oh, Stab of Clarity for sure. And then I want to keep my pet alive, but I also just want to do a lot of damage. And also we need to be playing Fight Dirty as much as we can. Because it sure is nice when that card's upgraded. Alright, Yotes hit pretty hard, actually. So... Once again, we're probably not going to get a better leech than that. That said, I think we gotta do Trained Strike here. Oh no, okay, 10 plus 1. Yeah, you're going down anyway. Let me just do this. Because it turns out my sweet little Zimbot actually bites really hard. So Muscle Memory is kind of a bad time for Trained Strike to come up, but let's play it so that we get some XP on it. Oh hey, cool, the slip, we did it. And then I play, obviously, something that's actually going to get some XP. Is it the slip? So the evasion is gain, not apply. Interesting to note. I think we're going to take this. I want to get that upgraded. All right, our battle plan's not together yet, but it's getting in the neighborhood of together. All right, discard a card or spend combo to get... I don't think either of these is any good for us. I kind of wonder if we want to just discard a card, because sometimes people put hostile stuff in your hand. Yeah, you know what? I'll take this with the bonus damage. A lot of the time it's just going to be elbow with 1 extra damage that we play at the end of the turn, and that's fine. Slippery seems like exactly the kind of thing we were looking for. I'm glad I brought you along. We should divvy up the loot and split. I agree with you. That's a good idea. I can't believe what a bad job I did in that negotiation. Composure cards apply additional composure or +1 to the minimum damage on attacks. I don't know. I think these are both barely fine, basically. Bottom edge will probably upgrade into 2 bonus damage on most cards, which will just mean their maximum and their minimum are the same or very close to, and that's fine, I guess. Those cards both seem like kind of marginal to me. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely play with the pet. Why would I not do that? You arrive at a clearing in the woods that isn't too overgrown with wild brush, and Zimbot takes off to roll around in the grass. What a sweetie. We should absolutely train with my sweet, sweet Zimbot. You put together an impromptu obstacle course from branches and dead trees, leading to a dummy made from putrid mulch, which, of course, Zimbot is going to be very excited to put into its mouth for some reason. There we go. Good murder, Zimbot. All right. Base damage increased, health increased. Very excited about it. We have 160 metal. Feel like I ought to spend some of my 160 metal. So let's... What do I want? I do want health. I do think that health is important. I also think that recovering resolve after every battle and health after every negotiation seems valuable. These get expensive pretty quickly. Health after every negotiation, in particular. It seems like it's just going to be such a huge amount of help. Yeah, we'll get a little bit out of both of them. And you know what? I'm gonna buy this too, because it's exactly the amount of metal we have left. And then what about flourishes? I have 43 prestige points. Is there a thing that we particularly want here? A ton of bleed might be fun. Improvise a finisher from your deck is maybe cool. Restore 10 resolve. Discard your hand, choose Diplomacy or Hostility, then draw cards of only that type until you have 6 cards. Gain 5 influence and apply 5 composure to it, and also sort of like give yourself a nice cop of feel there. Seems like a strange thing to do in the middle of a negotiation, but You know, if people get a little stumble-tongued around people who are too sexy, I guess there's something there. I kind of want to just grab the Hemomancy. Because right now, it's just going to be like, throw knives at people twice or apply a bunch of impair. I mean, this does a lot of damage. The thing is, we don't know for sure if we're going to end up wanting to do this. Right now, the cards that we want to improvise are not finishers. I don't know. I'm going to hesitate. I'm going to do the classic SB move of being uncertain and so doing none of the options. You know, it's a classic for a reason, let me tell you. So yeah, a great opportunity, the Night Merchants. Okay, I'm way into this Night Merchant stuff. Thank you. But first, I would love to get a drink with somebody. So, Alo and Leisha. I remember what Lily does. Let's go take a quick look at our compendium for Alo and Leisha and see if they are people that it might be helpful to be loved by. I have received your bane. I have never received your boon. Your Admiralty. If we're going to go Admiralty this run, which, you know, we may as well because we did the other thing already, might be a good idea to have a friend in the Admiralty. Yeah, you know what? That's good enough for me. Let's share a drink, shall we? Because I could use some Resolve. My Resolve deck is going to be really even more terrible than it already is. But yep, get some drunkenness. And then also, all allies gain +5 health in battle if I give you 150 shills. It's a lot of shills. But to be perfectly honest with you, I do think it's quite good. I'm going to do it. Alright, and you know, we're filling out the compendium so that we know on future runs who is actually worth the money. So, Endo versus Plaka. I think we're gonna want to discount from Plaka. Yeah. Plaka's good people. Alright, so you stand behind me and look intimidating. You can handle that, right? Depends. What's standing in front of you? Don't worry about that part. Yeah, okay, I'm into it. I would love to have access to the night market, even though I don't really have any money right now. And yeah, Endo dislikes me, which is a little annoying, because that dude does help me take cards out of my deck, but somehow we shall survive. I hope. Plaka the Swab opens the door to a nondescript hovel and ushers you through. Say nothing, Sal, until I tell you to say something. I was just looking for you. The graft you sold me, it stopped working. The graft I so graciously extended credit for you to buy. I disabled it when you fell behind on your payments. Again. Well, I can pay. I have money. No, it's too late for that. I'm losing money just taking the time to talk to you. I'm going to need that graft back. But it's installed. They don't just come out unless you cut them out. You can't make me do that, please. Oh, I wouldn't dream of asking you to do that to yourself. Which is why I brought my friend here. Sal, extract the graft from Knack, if you please. Well, I can't remember. Does Plaka dislike you if you do this? Because I can see that being the case. It doesn't say that she will. I might take a swing at this. No, this isn't going to work. But I'm trying to be a less mean version of Sal. We're going to try it. I can't imagine this working. So first of all, deflection on the pet. Secondly, just destroy the slurred speech, I think. This is just kind of like a nothing turn. Okay, you're doing the hold my cards hostage thing, which is fine. Oh no, my good impression. Well. Yeah, that's gonna have to go. We have a fair amount of damage here early in the fight. I just wish that I thought it was going to hold up. So bait is gonna save me 2 resolve. And that's all it does. It doesn't actually lend a lot of value. Would I rather do 2 damage? Probably not. I don't know. That's a tough one. We do have the ability to dismiss all of her intents. That's probably not worth doing right now, though. Now see this turn. This might be a good time for it. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Okay. Then we use Sal's instincts to get influence. And this time we actually do get benefit from the boosted actions. But I really wish I had... So we're going to play some cards first, obviously. That observation's a little bit less ideal than... I mean, it's still average 2 damage, right? Yeah, okay, it's not so bad. And then just for the XP... This is going better than I was expecting. Yeesh. I guess we just threaten again, and then... Alright, there we go. Yeah, Sal's a nice lady. Everybody says so. Okay, that doesn't really mean anything because we have the kill either way. I guess if I threaten this thing, there's a chance... Oh, no, sorry. I can guarantee that this works by doing it this way. And then the threat. We get maximum XP this way. Yeah, we're leveling things up pretty quickly, I feel like. Just get rid of the deflection. Seems like a good idea. You know, honestly, as much as I do want this to be a green card deck, I think getting the fast talks out is probably fine because they're just not very good cards. Yeah, they are fine at best. We can do better. Seeds of Doubt. Targets a friendly argument each turn for 1 damage per stack of doubt. Ah, yes, we can just throw some damage over time stuff up on you. Do we, like... I don't really have a flavor yet. Just like we know we get benefit from influence, but like none of these cards really do that thing. I think I might... Ergo's also fine. You know, Ergo with our early first impression thing, or a good impression, is potentially pretty powerful. Especially as our deck gets really small here. Fine, I'll give Knack one last chance. If he disappoints me again, I will have him fed to the coyotes. Oh, thank Hesh. I won't waste this chance. Okay, cool. 4 defense and 2 temporary power. It's fine. Not a very exciting bonus, in my opinion. This is it, huh? Pretty modest. Well, people don't come here for the ambiance. They come here for the goods they can't get anywhere else. Alright. So no, okay, we are still liked, even though we did kind of veer off of her intended quest. And so, Frolic of the Beasts could, could give us another pet. But we're not going to be able to upgrade them. Yeah, I would like to buy armor for my pet. Alright, you know what? We have the thing that allows us to have 2 pets, but I really do think we should upgrade the first one before we do that. So I think for the moment, I might just pass on all this stuff. Plaka sells the lowest tier of stuff we could afford. Deal 1 damage to all opponent arguments. I mean, the Shrieker's not bad. Yeah, actually, I will just buy that. That's probably going to be really helpful. We'll put together the money for the pet armor. It'll happen. We'll get there. For the moment, I guess let's just go back to the grog. Yep, and here we are, the Cascio scene. Cascio bails out and leaves a flunky behind to defeat me, and it does not work. Alright, Vote, get in here and do your job. All right, three influence to start with is nice. I think I will just go ahead and deflection of clarity. And then I guess I don't really have a lot of other stuff to do here, so we'll just get that threatened back and then discard it again. All right, the double edge hits you for 3, which is great. Shrieker already worth its weight. Let's burn this as well. May as well. Also, this can go. And we're going to lose all of our influence anyway, so. So close. All right, definitely play that. Definitely play quick thinking. And then, yeah, I guess I just want to go in with this. All right, lots and lots of upgrades very quickly. I do like it when the cards are better, and I do like the green stuff this time. So flatter, compliment, and we still get attitude. Yeah, compliment giving us a damage off of a big stack of influence is definitely useful-ish. I mean, we saw before, it can be a little difficult to build that up to a place where it actually matters. I guess we'll do Visionary Threaten. I was definitely hoping for some threatens of clarity. Evoke when an opponent's argument is removed or destroyed, gain 1 influence. You know, I feel like this happens a lot over the course of a fight. I also do love that these cards are like basically finished already, but they're really not appropriate to our, well, you know what? Maybe Bulldoze still is. Bulldoze is very powerful. It being red is no reason we can't run it. Yeah, gain an action is way better than gain an influence, and it's almost upgraded already. Yeah, I'm taking it. All right, let's go fight this nerd. It's Bullet, the Spark Baron's Turncoat. I don't think we've seen this one before. I really dig that his weapon is the head of an automech. That's a pretty cool design. Well, this does suck. My poor Coyote. I'm gonna defend the Coyote's health over my own, honestly. And then we should also probably do as much stabbing as possible. Apply Galvanize to random cards in your deck. Playing this card triggers Voltaic. At the end of each turn, take 1 damage for every galvanized card you have played. Okay. Wow, you are... It is just going to take an awful lot of damage to get through you. Really? He's just going to AoE everybody every turn? That sucks so much. Okay. The Slip. Slippery. Oh, it didn't give me the ability to get the 1 card back that I wanted. All right, we tried. So I guess then I probably fight dirty. I hold the Bile Grenade, but we're hoping, yes, for an impair here. I mean, it is simply not going to be possible for me to keep my pet alive if he just hits everybody in the party for 10 every single turn. Okay, so we're getting a little bit of a break. We'll definitely apply a bleed. So it's probably just Leech and Bile Grenade, right? So that galvanized, it doesn't reset. How do I get rid of that? Well, I guess we do this, and then I mean, I'm certainly not going to play the galvanized feint. But I think I am going to play a feint. I guess we don't. I guess we just don't get rid of it. That's a tough one. Okay, if we can improvise a trained strike, that'd be pretty cool. I did get to do it. That's fun. Also, good work, teammates, on all of the hitting, the many hits. I'm gonna go ahead and do this and absorb the damage because I just want that XP. We've almost got this guy. So muscle memory, we don't have anything in the draw pile, so we're gonna get the garbage card thing. Almost everything in the deck is galvanized, which is a real problem. And we're still at the point where we heal fully every time whenever we sleep, so all we have to do is survive. We don't have to like do well here. Yeah, all right. Does seem relevant. And then, like, Sal's daggers for bleed. And the question is, do I think I need my flourish, or can I save it for tomorrow? I think I can save it. And I guess there's no downside to playing the slip, because it's going to make me take 4 damage, but it's also going to give me 4 defense. Alright, we can do this. We can do this. So I guess what I want to do is play Trained Strike. We need to get you for... Yeah, this is going to be fun. Trained Strike into Slippery into Trained Strike again. And I am broadly into accepting surrenders this time, just for a change of pace. All right, getting good upgrades. So we definitely want to go for the bleed version of this thing. Good old vertical slash. And, well, rooted stab is like, our graft is already going to make our stabs pretty close to this effectiveness. So I guess I take stab of the stone, but I don't really like either of those. Whenever you discard a card, gain an adrenaline, expend, and ambush. So yeah, it's just an extra 5 damage hit on the first turn of each battle. I mean, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Duplicate target bounty or inception. Do we... I don't know that we really have anything. I mean, obviously, sometimes we, like, can build a flustered or a vulnerability. Yeah, I guess. Maybe we'll find something more exciting to do with it later. Let's see. At the start of every turn, remove 1 influence and 1 dominance. You know, interior drill is good. Interior drill has always been very good for us. It's a shame we never see the version of this thing that we want, right? Like right now, I would absolutely play the green. Okay, everything's fine. We're all alive. Technically. Let's just go ahead and go to bed. Dude is absolutely everywhere. You couldn't have helped? You couldn't have done anything? I feel like Stoke should have, or Aloe should have done something. She's supposed to love me. Alright, let's absolutely rest. So at some point, eventually, we're going to get to a level of prestige where we don't get necessarily full health and resolve every night. At that point, we might have to start making some decisions in a slightly different way. But for the moment, we can just keep going all out every single day. All right, you slept the night with one hand gripping the knife under your pillow. But then you've slept that way every night since you were 12. Who let the 12-year-old have a knife? That's my question. All right. So I think that is a pretty... What is your deal? Tog the Knuckle. Do I know you? Word has it young Tog wanted to be a nurse. Seems these days he's more likely to make wounds than mend them. We could share a drink with Tog the Knuckle. Have we ever met you before? You seem totally unfamiliar with me. to me. And maybe we should just try to make friends with new characters just to see what their stuff is. I never received a boon or a bane. Then again, I am trying to save up for something. And it's still 30 shills, even though Fish does give us a discount, so... Fish really overcharges for drinks. Okay, I think that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. A somewhat shaky start, where things went awry once or twice, but honestly, I think we did a lot of good setup there. We got some fun cards, we got some interesting strategies starting to form, and, most importantly, we leveled up an awful lot of things already. When you come back next time, tomorrow, hopefully more of the same. Well, more of all the parts except for the part where I lost negotiations and almost died. And we'll see you then.